Hey everyone, so this is my first What Sold video of 2021 and it went pretty good. So I'm going to go over the first week of January's sales, technically a week and 1 day, but from January 1st through January 8th. I'm going to show you guys what sold for me, how much I spent on them when I purchased them, and how much profit I made on each item. If you are interested in seeing this type of content and other thrift related content for reselling on Poshmark, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification that way you're notified every time that I put out a new video. And let's go ahead and get it started. All right, so we're gonna start off with January 1st. I made 3 sales and one of those sales was a bundle. So the first sale I made was these 7 Luxe jeans. They were a straight style and they were plus size, which is why I picked them up. I typically don't have really good luck selling 7 jeans, but I assumed that because it was a plus size that it would sell rather quickly. I believe it was a size 16 and I was right. So I believe I had these originally listed for 23. I sent an offer to someone who liked it for 20 and it was closet clear out. So I offered to lower it to 20 using Becky Park's closet clear out method, which I will link her video down below in case you're interested on how that works. And I sent that offer to somebody and they said, yes, please lower it. And so I lowered it to $20 and they got discounted shipping. So my cost of goods on this pair of jeans was $5.62 and I purchased it at Goodwill. And it actually sold the exact same day that I listed it, actually within a couple hours of listing. So that really shocked me. And if I see any 7 jeans in plus size for relatively inexpensive cost of goods, I will definitely be picking them up. So after Poshmark fees and cost of goods, my profit was $10.38 on this pair of jeans. The second sale I had of the year was this pair of Hunter Olive Green Classic rain boots. I found these on a thrift trip to Kansas City at the Disabled American Veterans store, like thrift store that they have there. They sold for $70. I was really surprised and happy with that price point. I believe I had them originally listed at 80 and I sent a message to someone who liked it offering to lower it to 70 so they could get discounted shipping as it was closet clear out day, and they said yes. So my cost of goods was $12.98. I did pay up a little bit for these, but I knew that they would sell for a pretty high price, and so after Poshmark fee and cost of goods, I profited $43.02 on this pair of boots. They actually only sold in 6 days, so less than a week. So if you're out and about and you see those classic Hunter boots for relatively inexpensive in good condition, I would pick them up. And my last sale of the day was a bundle sale. It was 2 pairs of shoes. First was this Madden Girl brown studded booties, and then the second pair was the Sam Edelman GG tan sandals. So my cost of goods on the booties were $2.25 and my cost of goods on the sandals was $2.50. Together, I sold them for $24, and after Poshmark fee and cost of goods, my profit was $13.50 for both, which I think equals out to about $6.75 per item, which I was pretty happy with because the booties had been listed for 74 days and the sandals have been listed for 166 days. On the 2nd of January, I had 4 sales, one of them being a bundle. So to start off the day, I sold this Columbia black fleece jacket. Now these classic black or the classic fleece jackets don't sell for a whole lot, but I sold it for $13. My cost of goods was only $1 because I did get it at a garage sale this summer. So my profit was $9.05, which I was happy with, and it took 128 days to sell. Then I sold this North Face new baby cozy bunting, kind of like when you're going skiing or out in the snow. I found it at my Goodwill. It was new with tags and they had it in their little boutique section marked at $9.99 on like the collar. They had the tag, but then on the sleeve, they had a regular sticker for $4.99. It's not just like you can take one off and put on the other. It's actually like hooked onto the item. And so when I brought it up to the register, I mentioned, hey, there's 2 prices. like, which one is it? And they were like, well, we'll just give it to you for the lower one. We can't, you know, charge you for the higher one because it does have a lower one on there. So I actually only paid $4.99 for this. It sold for $25, and after Poshmark fee and cost of goods, I made $15.01, and it took 54 days to sell. Then I sold these Lululemon Coral Hottie Hot 2 shorts. They sold for $25, and my cost of goods was actually only 63 cents. I believe this pair of shorts my husband found at one of our bins trips to the Goodwill outlet. And after Poshmark fee and cost of goods, my profit is $19.37, which I'm super happy with. And it only took 2 days to sell. The last sale of the day is a bundle of 2 pairs of Torrid Sky High skinny jeans. One was a normal blue wash, and the other was a black wash or black color jeans. They were the same size, and I listed them the same day, and someone liked both of them, so I sent them an offer of $48, and after my cost of goods of $5.62 for each of them at a Goodwill, I made $27.16, and they sold the day after I listed them. So they only took a day to sell, and I was really happy with that profit. On January 3rd, I sold one item, and it was this pair of Lane Bryant bootcut jeans. They sold for $15. My cost of goods was only 63 cents at the Goodwill outlet or the bins. I do like to pick up Lane Bryant if I can get it for $1 or under. It doesn't sell for a lot, and it doesn't sell quickly, but I have had steady sales, and it was, I believe, my number 4 most sold brand of 2020, and I'm going to link somewhere up here that video of where I go over my top 5 most selling brands of 2020 and some other awesome information of my sales last year that you can check out. And so after cost of goods and Poshmark's fee, I made $11.37 on this pair of jeans, and it took 20 days to sell. On the 4th of January, I also had one item sell, and it was this pair of Kalia gray wide essential cropped pants. They sold for $20. I paid $4.99 at a Goodwill, and I also provided the buyer a shipping discount of $2.12. So after all fees and cost of goods, I made $8.89 profit, and it took 45 days to sell. The 5th of January, I also had one sale, and it was this pair of Athleta gray leopard elation ultra high leggings. These were super cute. They had tons of likes. I think at the time that they sold, they had almost 30 likes, and they sold for $35. My cost of goods was only $3.99 at Goodwill. So after fees and cost of goods, my profit was $24.01, and it sold in 2 weeks, 14 days. So I was really happy with that. On the 6th of January, I had one sale again, a couple of days where I only had one sale, but it was this pair of Torrid bootcut jeans. They sold for $19. My cost of goods was $2.25 at a garage sale this summer, and so my profit was $12.95 after fees, and it took 68 days to sell, so I was happy to see those go. On the 7th of January, I had 2 sales. The first one was this North Face green hooded full zip jacket. It was Gore-Tex. It was a men's size, and it sold for $45. My cost of goods was $16.99. I also provided the buyer a shipping discount of $2.12. And I purchased it at Goodwill. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I did pay up a little bit, but it was really good quality, and I knew I could sell it for a pretty decent price. And so after all fees and cost of goods, I made $16.89, and it sold the next day after listing. The second sale that day was this pair of Cabela's black gray cargo pants. I've been trying to get more men items into my closet, and I did sell quite a few items, men items, the first week of January, so that's a good sign to me to go ahead and keep picking that stuff up. These sold for $12. My cost of goods was 43 cents at a garage sale, and my profit was $8.62. It did take 83 days to sell, but I was happy to see it go. Then the last day of this What Sold video, the 8th of January, I had 3 sales, one of them being a bundle. So I sold 3 bundles in total for the first week, so that was pretty exciting. The first item was this Patagonia gray hooded logo full zip jacket. It technically didn't have tags, but it did have a tag, partial tag. It had a tag from when it was originally sold that said organic cotton on the collar, and so I did list it as new without tags. and it sold for $30. My cost of goods was $12.99 at a Goodwill. I did pay up a little bit for this item, but it was the first Patagonia piece that I had found that was a substantial piece, more than just a pair of shorts or something like that. So after Poshmark fee and cost of goods, my profit was $11.01, and it took 18 days to sell, so a pretty quick flip. Then I sold this bundle of 2 items. First was this Marmot Seafoam Green Gore-Tex rain jacket. It was the second Gore-Tex jacket that I have sold that week, and I paid $7.99 at a Goodwill for it. It was really cute. If it was my size, I definitely would have kept it. And it was also bundled with this Anthropologie brown and white zebra print shirt. My cost of goods was $2.50 at a Salvation Army half price day. And they sold together for $50. And so my profit after cost of goods was $29.51. The jacket took 42 days to sell, and the shirt took 22 days to sell. So I was happy to see those go, and I hope the buyer really enjoys them. The last item that I sold on the 8th was this Lululemon tank top. It was a Power Y gray space dye tank top, and I found it at the bin, so my cost of goods was relatively low. It was $1.27 this trip. I believe this was the trip where we went to the bins in Kansas City, and I didn't find quite a whole lot there, and their prices were a little bit higher, so that's why you'll notice this bins item was a little bit higher than my others. It only sold for $13. Now, I let it go for that low because on this tank top, someone had cut it themselves to make the length shorter, and they did a pretty bad job of it. The front was very high and the back was pretty low. I think it was only like a 2-inch difference, but you could definitely tell. And because of the fabric where it was cut, it just wanted to roll up. I made sure to list all of these flaws in the description, and it still sold for $13. So after Poshmark fees, cost of goods, my profit was $8.78, and I was surprised it only took 8 days to sell. I thought with that many flaws and just the condition that it was in, it would take a lot longer to sell, but I was happy to see it go and almost get $9 in profit. So in total for the first week of January, my gross sales were $464. After Poshmark fees, shipping discounts, and cost of goods, my net profit was $269.52, and I sold 19 items. So my average profit price per item is $14.19, and I am very happy with that. That's definitely on trend for where I want to go for the year, and I hope that the plenty of sales continue through the rest of the month and through the rest of Q1. If you guys have any comments about what I sold, if you would have picked these items up, or if you would have gotten more out of them or tried to get more out of them, please feel free to leave that comment down below. And I hope you guys will stay tuned for my next video.